Hi, this is Adele from Naked Marriage. So, one of the things that I see from a communication perspective that is a bit of a challenge, and I often see this during the assessment with a couple, is couples that struggle to communicate with ease with each other often have different communication styles from a literal or figurative perspective. So, a literal communicator is a communicator that can communicate their needs really directly. They're very precise in their use of language. They don't like using metaphors or symbolism, and they have very explicit, clear language. Figurative people communicate in a more long-winded, involved way, and they use many metaphors or symbols and lots of nuances, and they might take quite a while to sort of make their point. Now, when I see this kind of pairing in a relationship, it can often lead to conflict. One of the big conflicts that I see is the figurative person will, like a bunny, hop through a forest and jump around from one point to the next point to the next point, because figurative people think while they speak, and they take a while to sort of get to what it is that they want to say. And the literal person will pounce on something that they've said, because this thinking while you're speaking, they're thinking everything that is being said they should be taking literally. And the person's figurative that's thinking while they're speaking isn't thinking about what they're saying. They're trying to find what they're thinking. And in their finding what they're thinking, they're not thinking about what they're saying, which then can tend to trigger the literal person, and the other person can latch on to something that they've said and get upset. This pattern causes a lot of conflict in communication dynamics, and teaching a couple how to navigate this one is a crucial skill that I do in our kind of Spark Marriage program. And we work a lot with couples where the one is sort of the bunny hopping through the forest, and the other one has to give a lot more room for that person to express themselves and eventually make the point that they need to make. And if you can't allow your partner to make that point and you latch onto something too quickly, you're going to foreclose on a word that they used or a sentiment that they kind of revealed that wasn't actually their intention, because they were hopping through a forest trying to figure out what they were thinking about something. And the solution is the literal person has to give the figurative a little bit more space, understand that this person will hop through the forest, and if they're not allowed the space to hop through the forest and get to what it is that they want to say, they will get upset and they will climb a tree. And when they climb a tree, they're basically withdrawing and stonewalling out of the relationship. So if you don't give the person opportunity to say what they want to say, they will feel unheard and disappear like that. But if you give that person the space to be able to be heard and wait to the end of the conversation and really tune into what their needs and feelings are, you've nailed it. Then as a literal person, you're able to really get the space and the context of what the figurative person is trying to communicate. For the figurative person, their job is to focus on thinking a little bit more about what they want to say before they want to say it. So perhaps doing some of that processing with somebody else to sort of clarify what are their feelings and needs before they start to communicate them. Because for a really direct person, they could latch on to something that's been said in this verbal processing that wasn't actually your intention. So learning to communicate more literally is helpful for a figurative person. And for a literal person, it is helpful for them to give the other person a little bit more space. This dance is really crucial. And if you, as a literal person, can learn to be the person that can safely help a figurative person that has climbed a tree to climb down one branch at a time, taking their time, and you can attune to their feelings and needs, you are then their person. And that loyalty and connection that you foster when you are the person that can help someone climb out of a tree, that is one of the biggest bonds you can create within a relationship. So developing that skill is really advantageous, and it's something that I really enjoy teaching couples. All right, so I hope that was helpful. Till next time.